It was widely tipped that a cut would happen. It didn't. Now, did this come as a surprise to you?
Unfortunately, it did. Our reading of what was going on in the economy was that things looked pretty soft in the 2 months after the latest board meeting. We had very poor GDP data for the March quarter, and that was actually when we changed our view that the RBA would cut the cash rate in July, because the household sector actually went backwards again in the March quarter relative to a pickup in the prior period. We also saw that the monthly inflation data was well within the RBA's 2 to 3% target band. But basically, I think what the RBA told us yesterday is that they don't really trust the monthly CPI data because it's not a full set of inflation figures. So going forward, less weight or less attention to that monthly inflation indicator. I think that has implications for how economists are reading the data. And I mean, while it's not often that the RBA surprises the market like this, I think that there have been 4 other instances in recent time where the RBA moved against market expectations. It does happen. At the end of the day, this is a board making a decision. The board was a little bit split as to what to do. So we'll probably get the rate cut next month and potentially later again this year.
So why do we have the monthly data?
That's a good question. Eventually, it's going to be a broader set of inflation figures. It's just that not every component is surveyed every single month at this time. But I think the goal from the Australian Bureau of Statistics is that eventually the monthly data will be a full set of inflation figures.
So what does this say about the economy if experts are tipping one thing and the RBA do another?
I think part of it is a bit of misreading of what the RBA said or the RBA's intentions. At the RBA's last meeting in May, there was a comment from Michelle Bullock that they did consider a supersized 50 basis point rate cut. And I think a lot of commentators attached that view. And I mean, we also thought it was quite strange that they actually debated a 50 basis point cut. We didn't think it was necessary. So I do find it a bit strange that they've gone from debating a 50 basis point cut potentially to then not cutting the cash rate at the July meeting. But Michelle Bullock said that there was too much emphasis placed on that comment. It is really hard to know how much emphasis is placed on these different things if you're not in the boardroom at the time, and they just have to come out with some snippets from what happened in the meeting. So I guess it's a bit of misreading from what the RBA was trying to say at its last meeting, and just basically a different view of where the economy is at the moment between what market economists are saying and where the RBA thinks it's going to be. They are clearly still a bit concerned that inflation might propel a bit higher again, or they're concerned that if they cut rates too quickly, then we could see this rebound in inflation, whereas I think most economists are of the view that that's unlikely to happen.